security and leave.
Okay. Where do you go to?
I think I need to go see somebody. I just don't know who. I don't have any contacts. I think I'd go see Whisk, probably. Like, see if there's any rumblings that she's heard.
Get yourself a bite to eat after a long day.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I figure, is the wood stove, like, the only place to really get a meal here?
I mean, you can make it yourself.
Yeah, it's
But I'm just saying, like,
only,
is it the only eating establishment, or do you have, like, competition?
I mean, it's the best one, if not the only.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had competition and then they quashed them.
All right, so yeah, I'd probably go there.
It's not a
like,
huge place. It's probably the only, like, honestly, it probably is the only, like, place like this.
okay. So yeah, I'd probably go there knowing that it's probably, since I'm signing off, it's probably around shift change. So maybe the guards are going to, like, swing through to get food and stuff like that. So maybe I can hear something there.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. So you don't talk, you go there, I guess, like, are you talking to us specifically, or just sort of, like, entering and hanging around in the background, like, doing one of those eating a burger and then, like, sitting in the middle of a bunch of other people trying to hear what they hear?
Well, since Whisk is one of my informants, I'll probably talk to her directly, but, like, I'm keeping an eye out to see if any of the shepherds or other people of that ilk are around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You pass, like, you pass Bean and his two, I wouldn't say cronies. One of them is his crony, and one of them is just along for the ride on the way out. They're, like, they aren't leaving as you leave, but they're, like, on the road. And then I don't think there's any issues getting there. You enter as normal. I think if there's, like, some sort of shift change, then I think a bunch of the people are probably leaving as well. Like, it's pretty busy, so a bunch of people are leaving to go start their own shift, and then other people are also beginning to crowd inside. So there's a bit of a lineup before you probably get up to Whisk for your own turn.
Okay. Yeah, the entire time I'm just, like, listening for any rumblings or anything, hushed conversations, that kind of thing. But if there's nothing like that, I'll just wait until I get up to Whisk.
Yeah, I think you'll mostly, like, you'll probably have to spend some time listening. So I think it would be after you talk to Whisk.
Okay.
When you get the chance to do most of that.
All right, so yeah, I think I get up to Whisk and I'm like, yeah, it's. What's in your pot today? Like, what smells are filling the air here?
The pot today.
What's on the menu?
Well, the pot today is starting to run a little dry. It's like potato and sheep, like, gravy over rice.
Nice. Yeah, I think I walk in and walk up to you and I'm like, certainly smells good in here. Though, of course, it always does. And I think
I do deal in smells more than food.
I think since you're an informant, I give you some kind of sign, some kind of, like, code word we have, like how's the curry today, or something like that.
I mean, that little exchange just then probably was it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how's the curry today makes that's perfect.
And that's like our code to, like, you know, let's disappear into the back for a minute. I need to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we can head out into the freezer.
Okay. No one wants to go there, so that makes sense. So I guess you two are alone there. What does the freezer look like? Like, you have frozen, like, other shelves stocked everywhere?
Yeah, there's shelves stocked with, like, stuff, and there's probably, like, a meat hooks with stuff on them.
meat hooks of sheep meat, mostly.
Yeah.
Perfect. Lamb.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I walk in. I walk to the back of the freezer and sit on a bucket that's covered, that's got frozen soup or something in it. And I look
Totally.
back.
Yeah, your butt feels cold.
I look back. I'm like, I heard something interesting today. Sounds like the shepherds are moving some weapons. There might be something on. Have you heard anything around here? Anything out of the ordinary?
Have I heard anything like that?
If you don't have a move, I might actually just have you be able to say one way or the other. But you, I think.
I don't think I have a move specifically for that.
Let's check read the situation. I don't think that's applicable though. I'll double check to be sure because you could have in the past done that. I think it's up to you what you've heard in this case.
Well, there's always the flashback move too.
There's the flashback move. That's optional, but totally possible. But this is first session, so I think I'll let you decide. What do you think you've heard? It could be nothing, but doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say either less than he knows or nothing.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think I heard something about guns, but I caught the tail end of the conversation to get any details. So,
I think you see a flash of disappointment across Grigsby's face, and he's saw Bean walking away from here. Was he here earlier?
not for long.
Giving you any problems?
No more
Guy's an
than
asshole.
usual. Yeah, he is.
While you guys are talking, you just hear yelling from the main room, and Kim, you just hear a woman's voice. I think everyone recognizes it. It's Felice's voice, just yelling, "Where's Kim?" And I think we cut back to the main thing, and Kim, there's just Felice is there. There's I think. Mercer is there again, but this time with her, and then there's another shepherd behind her that just is just calling out for Kim. She just rushed in, and then is yelling out for Kim because she just heard he's here in general.
Right. I guess Kim's working on somebody, so it doesn't come out right away.
You get if you hear that and ignore it, you get a loud banging on the door a moment later. And Felicia says, "Kim, get out here."
Yeah, Kim opens the door.
Now. We have a problem. We need to come with me now.
Someone hurt?
The shepherd was attacked.
Alright, let me get a different kit. We'll have to head by the loading bay.
You need that. That's not the fastest way. We're in their house.
I can't heal them with my bare hands.
Fine. Okay. Let's go now.
Right,
lead the way.
So
okay, and
Kim runs.
She wants to you're jogging. Yeah, you're jogging.
This is.
You're running. Okay, yeah.
I want to actually help this. So
okay,
I go to I get my even bigger kit that takes 2 hands to lift out.
So as you guys are running out of the place, if you want, Whisk and Grigsby, you can both have just left the freezer, finding out what all this ruckus is about, and see that happening as well.
Yeah, I think if I see Kim running, I'm tailing behind, trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, Whisk, what do you do?
Well, I mean, this place is full of eyes, right? I just asked someone.
Okay, yeah, I think I don't think it's a regular person. I think one of your regulars would say it.
Yeah,
Lamprey just yells out. Yeah, Fleece was in here just saying that Shepherd was injured, and everyone there's whispers, pure what ifs spreading around the crowd of people here that are here. I don't think any of them know for sure what happened. Felice is keeping it very down low for now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do anything, Whisk?
Well, I mean, it's kind of busy. I can't really go anywhere.
You're not the only person here. Remember, you have staff, you said.
Yeah, but, you know.
Do you set
lunch
a
rush.
proxy to act on your behalf?
I could. Yeah. I probably have someone, like, pulling something on a candy hook over in a corner somewhere. Tell him to go.
Tell them to go follow and find out what's up.
Be a pair of eyes for me.
All right. Is that a normal job description? Because you might have to. I think. Well, we haven't named any of our employees, just your regulars. So let's name this person. Do you want to name them?
Sure. Kettle.
Kettle. Kettle is one of your employees.
Fitting.
Yep. We're gonna have Kettle. We're gonna have Pot. We have Whisk. We're gonna have Spoon. Yeah.
And then Gravy Boat is the weird one.
No, Gravy Boat's like the assistant manager. Perfect. So Whisk looks up to you from mopping the floor after someone like threw up or something. He or she?
Kettle, she.
She, okay. She says, "Boss, I'm not going after Fleece. What, am I crazy? You know how she gets when people are like that."
You don't gotta follow her, just follow the angel.
Just raises an eyebrow.
Angel works here anyway. I'll talk to him later. It doesn't matter.
I think that you are seducing or you're manipulating, rather.
All right, yeah.
She's her employee. She's her employee, and
I'll try to convince her to go listen in on some stuff. Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, she'll go. It'll just be what happens when she goes.
Mm-hmm, yeah, that's the thing, ain't it?
Yep. Yes, it is. Just writing a thing down. Okay, cool.
Not ominous at all. It's just a thing. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Look over there.
I just have to way out. And if you get caught, try to help. For fuck's sake.
Yeah. Okay. So she's like, she rolls her eyes and says, "Fine, but it's your ass if I'm caught." And then she just quickly, I think she quickly walks out the door and then turns into a run when she gets out. Starts following them.
And she still some ice and dies.
Nope, not quite.
Right.
Meanwhile, the other two rather, and Fleece and her people. So where is this place where you're taking them? Where you store your heavy duty medical stuff?
It's just out of the box at the back of my snowmobile. I assume they
okay, it's just kept there.
Some kind of winch system that lifts it up into the rig.
Okay. So you didn't move it into the house. You didn't move it from there into the previous medic's house.
No, I don't have a lockbox or any apartment here. I just
okay.
The safest place.
That makes sense. Okay, so yeah, I think in fact Fleece would probably ask you something similar when she sees that you're still keeping your stuff here. She'd be like, "It's pretty safe here."
We don't have time. Do we have time for this shit? Let's go to the.
Okay, fine. Just get what you need.
I've got
Let's
the box, and I'm
yeah,
away.
You can find this way. And she leads you. It's she leads you back the way you were coming.
Okay.
You run. You see them running again, Whisk. A few minutes later, right past your place. I doubt there's windows, but you probably see them through the open door. Yeah, exactly. That's why she's so pissed, because you had to go the opposite way.
Yeah.
But there's yeah, she leads you the other way, right up into sort of a I call it. I think it's just someone's house, actually. I think it's what the shepherd's house. And so this is a shepherd, so they would get a larger than normal room, or a larger than normal house. So it's likely a probably by our standards, like large condo kind of thing. Maybe penthouse suite size. Like it's not a sprawling mansion, but it's really big for indoors all the time oil rig.
Okay.
Yeah, and so she the door's already open. One of Felice's guys are standing guard there. She just like mutual nod. Felice enters. All of like everyone else follows and enters. Even the guy who was standing guard before, and everyone goes in. And you see two shepherds are there. One is kneeling over the other, and the other is like lying on like the couch in the living room there, just like bleeding from like multiple wounds. One in like near the like collarbone, like lower neck. One on the side, and like one on the leg. All of them, and they're unconscious. Honestly, they're not at all.
Both
conscious.
of them are unconscious. Okay.
No, just the one. By they, I just met that one person. The other one is like leaning over them, and you can see the other person's blood is like on them. It looks like they carried them here. They're panting from the weight. Well, let's name all of these, like those two people, I think. So I don't know if you've 100% met them before. The one who's injured, let's call them Fifi.
Okay.
The one who carried her all the way over here, well, like that. Cybele.
Cybele.
Cybelle. From, yeah. So Cybele is just like looks up. She's still like pale and sort of in shock. And she says, "I found her during the shift change. She was supposed to. Can you do anything?"
Well, Kim's not waiting for like any introductions or anything. Like
you like push her out of the way.
I don't like push her out of the way, but like there's a polite way to get around somebody and set up. So like I guess there's like a coffee table or something. I put my box down and I like immediately getting their vitals and seeing where the wound is while I let her talk.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're getting set up, she says those things, and then she just says, "Can you do anything for her? I don't even know how long she's been laying. Is she dead? Is she dead?"
Too much blood for
and she's like bracing her like herself for the what she believes to be an inevitable. Yeah, she's dead. Right. But no. What is it? Fifi isn't dead. Fifi is like barely hanging on.
What can I do with Augury? Can I like tell the Maelstrom she's not going to die here?
So Augury is, I think it's under peripheral.
It's in the peripheral moves, yeah.
Show to players. So when you are able to use something for Augury, roll plus weird. On a hit, you can choose one. You can reach through the world psychic maelstrom to someone or something connected to it.
Right. I want to insert information into the world psychic that she's not going to do.
Maelstrom? Awesome.
Do that?
That she's not going to die?
I don't know if it's something... It's
that's not what's...
It's more like... Okay. That's not that kind of information. More like information instead of statement of will.
Yeah, it's more upload a file.
Yeah.
Like... I wanted to upload Trojan that bad, but that's not... Okay.
No, it's
no.
Consider it like scribed, and you're putting a PDF up there. Like...
Okay.
So, like, the information you can put up, like, this person was attacked would be what thing you can do. Or
Right.
maybe you could put, yeah.
Alright. Well, I have an angel kit. I think that uses
You do have an angel kit.
different rules than the normal healing move.
For NPCs, it's different, and I have a healing handout, so let's go check out. Show to players. If there's an angel, use the angel kit moves. Okay. Cool. That's all it says. So up to the angel.
Yeah, I don't use my angel kit, so I'm looking for that.
Angel kit, here we go. Use it to stabilize an NPC. Spend 1 stock. They're stable now and they'll recover in time. That's all it says. So
I don't have to roll for anything. So yeah, I get 1 more hex with them and they're stabilized. Like I guess
you don't get hex with NPCs.
I don't get it. Okay. So that part doesn't happen, but everything else happens.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, like I guess you see Kim like using the angel kit, like gets the gauze and puts on the wound, puts the pressure on, gets the forceps, pulls out. Is there a bullet in there?
No, there's no bullet in there.
What kind of wound is it? Do I need to?
I think this sounds like. Let me check what would make better sense. It could be reading a person, or it could be reading a situation. I think it might be. I'll check the move. It might be reading a person just from like reading their wounds instead of asking them questions or reading the personality.
Well, I'll just open my brain. I mean, I'll just use the augury.
That works.
I want to pull out the circumstances of their injury, but right
there you go.
First I heal them.
Yeah.
And then
First you're gonna heal them. Yep. Well, what does that look like? Like how do you? What does it look like when you use them for augury? Like I imagine. Is this something you would want the others to not know about? Would you send them away or do this later after no one's there? Yeah. So what does it look like if you don't think they'd care?
I think they would care. I think that like I want to stick something in the people, so I think I have like puncture needles because those don't leave like a permanent that I have to like put stitches on.
Narco stabs.
I put 1 in the wound and 1 in their head and 1 in my hand, and when I plug it into my hand, that's like when the link is established. And maybe they can see like some ethereal lightning jumping between the 3 needles.
Okay, cool. That is awesome. Frankenstein-esque. Roll plus weird.
Yeah. Roll this shit. Did it roll?
Succeeds partially. I tell you information. I'll double check the move, but I don't believe I have to tell you any. It's vague or it's vague information, not specific, if I remember correctly. But you still get to ask a question. So tell me what exactly is the question that you want to find out. Augury. I was thinking open brain, so I was messing up. So augury is totally different. The rules are very different. Okay. So you on a hit, which this is, you choose 1, and it is one of these in Roll20 chat.
Right. That's in the. So.
Yep. What are you thinking?
So this isn't for downloading information, just for uploading? Or is that open a window?
It can be... Open a window can be opening like a window through which you view things. It could be some sort of like portal-ish window. You could reach through it. Like it hasn't been...
that everyone sees? Like vapor?
The psychic maelstrom itself hasn't even been described yet. So this is the first time we're really seeing any interaction with it. So we don't really 100% know what it is yet. Sure. So I think we'll base off of the experience off of what you're thinking.
So I think intent, like, the lightning that is connecting us like shapes into an image, and we can like see like in 3 dimensions exactly how this occurred. All of us.
This is everyone?
Yeah, everyone in the room.
Perfect. Nice. Start opening a window into it. Okay. Yeah. So you, however, get to choose 1 of the ones below before we say what happens for sure. Will it persist without you maintaining? No, there's two lists, both of which you have to choose from. So on a 7 to 9, you choose 1. of the second list in the handout. Is it stable? Is it broad? Is it deep? Or will it persist without you actively maintaining it?
I don't think it needs to be deep or broad in this case. Like, I think I'll just go with stable.
That makes sense. Yeah. So I think that you see the lightning shapes into a large, like a four-legged creature. You can't tell the specifics because even in this shape, the lightning is jotting around and jolting and always moving. But you see, it looks like something between like a bear and a wolf, like this large, like you can't tell how big it is because no matter what, it looks like the size of your like two hands put together. But you just see this like creature. If you look at the wounds, they're big. Like it would look like it would. Its head, like you can see the chunks it took out of the shepherd. Shepherds are tough. You know that Fifi is kind of a badass. So for this to take her out was tough.
Have I seen this kind of creature before in my wanderings of the wild?
There is no spout lore move in Apocalypse World, so I'm gonna go with. I think this is new. This creature.
Okay, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah. Now there are people you could ask, of course, the nomads.
Sure.
But I don't think you've ever seen anything like this thing. And I think while you're doing this, I think Fifi's unconscious now, but stable. Yeah. Sibel just says, "Oh, there was blood on the ice, a lot. I thought it was Fifi's, but I saw it must have been. It could have been missing sheep. Whatever that thing was, it was hungry.
Eating on the sheep. Lots of sheep. Okay. So Kim like unplugs herself. How we've seen.
Yeah.
And
okay.
You have a source antibiotics. This kind of wound is going to get infected. Not something.
I think you would by default.
I do, but I'm trying to get them. I'm trying to manipulate them into paying for.
Okay. Oh, into like giving you barter in exchange,
or like giving
you stock.
Giving me stock.
Okay. So I think that you're. I assume you're saying this to Fleece, not to Sibel.
Whoever's awake, Fleece. Yeah,
Fleece would they're all watching. Fleece is in charge of the whole Hearthold.
So Fleece gets.
So yeah, the first thing she would say was like, "You should have that." That's literally what she would say.
I've got antibiotics. Every time I use antibiotics, one less pill. You have like a key or a source of antibiotics.
Which is some really strong news.
Well, the thing is, she's all about saving resources. So most people, they would just say whatever. But for her, that seduce, manipulate.
All right, yeah, let's do this because we're both like on the same page.
Yeah, for most people, that I would consider that a somewhat weak argument to even make the roll, but not for.
Ow!
All right. You're working I think Felicia says, like, you're being paid for your work here. Surely that's included in the costs. We have some, but you'll have to buy it. Like everything else.
I understand. I'll give him... Is it a him or is it her, right?
Yeah, Fifi is a her.
I'll give Fifi a week's supply. That should run this course. afterwards, we'll have to hope that the infection's. So Kim goes into her box and goes, and starts writing a prescription, which is
okay.
probably a weird sight, like after the apocalypse, but it's what Kim's field guide says to do.
That's amazing.
So,
okay.
Yeah, he gives her the pills. Make sure she takes one every 3 hours for 6 weeks. She's
I think Sibel takes it and just like nods.
Try and put it. If you can get her to drink, eat, slip it in there. Fine. Better if you take it with food.
Do you know when she'll wake up?
She should wake up in a day or two. But I can't know for sure.
Okay. Sibel nods.
In the meantime, you don't want that thing out there hurting people. Like, do we want to tell people to watch out for this creature, or?
I think at that point Grigsby like butts in. Talking to Flockmaster Fleece.
Okay.
And he just walks up and he's like, Flockmaster, how do I want to put this? With word of a reason.
Okay. You say it, I'll tell
I think he just starts blurring it out. He's like, with words of the recent arms shipment coming to the Shepherds, are we prepared enough to handle this whatever this threat is? The people should know that the Shepherds have their security in mind.
As soon as you begin speaking, Fleece didn't realize you were there. She's like, what are you? Get him out of here! And she doesn't answer you. I don't think she answers you. I think that Mercer moves forward. He's thin but tall and quick, is what you know him as. He moves forward. Come on, Grigsby. We've been through this before. Don't make me force you.
Flockmaster, I do believe that a quote from you would go over better than me going back up to my station right now and reporting everything I just saw. Perhaps we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Roll with seduce manipulate. That's definitely all right. She needs some sort of concrete assurance that you're not going to report this.
I think I was going to say, I think Grigsby says, look, I know you don't want to cause a panic here, and that's the last thing I want to do too. If you can, well, why don't you come up to the station? You can deliver the message yourself. You can decide what goes out on air.
Fine. But I'm talking to, I'm not yet. First thing tomorrow. Can you wait till we have everything figured out? You know better than anyone, information given prematurely can lead to disaster. And panic.
I think Grigsby just nods and he says, that'll be fine. We go on air at sunup. And he walks out and to a place where nobody can see, and then he starts tuning his ear into whatever's still going on in there.
Okay.
So let's pause out of character for a second. So the rules in the book do have a role for stabilizing as someone at 9 o'clock or past.
That's a player character.
That's a player character. So for NPC, there's no
yes.
role.
NPC, it's just you stabilize them if you spend one stock. They heal way easier and get hurt way easier.
Okay, great. Just wanted to see because Thank you.
And
NPCs
with
don't have
2E with 2E is NPC still like 3 harm is dead?
3 harm is dead. 2 harm is likely dead. Like 50-50, maybe even more likely than that.
Okay.
So I think Fifi took like 2 harm.
All right, that makes more sense.
Actually, no, they took 3 harm. Let me check. 3 harm is like mortally wounded, but not instantly dead. That's 4 harm. So Fifi took 3 harm.
Okay.
She was going to die without you helping.
All right, great. It is at the bottom. To use it to treat an NPC. Great.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Yeah, there's like 5 moves built into that.
This was kind of long. Yeah. Kim is like being really quiet. Like she's also like he probably also realized that Grigsby was in the room at the very end. It was like, shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's not say anything in front of this guy.
Mm-hmm. But then he leaves.
And she's still in oh shit mode. So
Yeah. Now, I think Mercer followed you out, Grigsby. I think the door doesn't shut behind you when you begin to close it. I think someone follows you out. And Mercer, like, just sort of stops in front of the door and is guarding it once. Someone else was guarding it, but now they just, like, have arms crossed in front of it. If you're still in line of sight, he's just, like, staring at you, like, go on.
I think like I'm just sitting there like jotting notes down, that kind of thing. You know, just paying no heed to him as I have many times before. Like we've done this dance.
Yeah. As far as I know, no one is anyone aware of your implant of your prosthetic.
I work to make sure that no one really knows about it, whether that's
it's just more like a how
or not.
does he know these things type of thing. Like
yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, cutting back to Kim, you were really quiet until Grigsby left. Everyone else is still there.
Quiet for like a few, like, you know, you see inside of his head. He's like, "Oh shit, it's Crispy," and it's like, "Oh shit, I actually saved a man's life," and "Oh shit, what did I do? I shouldn't be doing this shit." And then like eventually, like Kim gets himself under control, goes back to the patient, and you know, checks her pulse and like cleans up the wound a little bit. You know, before it was done, now it's being made to look professional.
Yeah.
And then when that's all done, assuming there's no more hassling, just starts putting everything away.
All right. Yes, I think the whole time you're doing this, Sibel is just like holding Fifi's hand and just like just being there for her. There's like a coffee table in front of this couch that Fifi's laying on. Sibel's sitting on that. As while you're cleaning up, without looking up for anything, Sibel just says, "Thank you."
Kim just like reaches down and screams at her and says, "It's gonna be okay."
You sure? It still looks really bad. And there are like by now as you're cleaning up, there's like large, like 1.5 foot long stitches across like her leg.
Like, I'm sure I'll be here for her when she. Listen,
is she ever gonna be a shepherd again? Is she gonna walk without a limp?
it should heal completely. But listen, if she starts running a fever, she wakes up and can't. That's very unlikely.
Okay. Where'd you learn all this, Kim?
Huh?
She just is like, how did you know all this? Like those last few questions, like if this and if this, she's like, how do you know all this stuff? Our last medic wasn't as thorough.
There are still some pieces left that have.
She does not know what you mean, but she doesn't pursue it.
I have one of those. And then it's Kim. Kim's trying to like calm her down. Is there like a role that she won't like free this or like having?
I think you have calmed her down. I think you already have calmed her down when you said that like she's definitely be okay and she will like likely be like as good as before. I think is specifically what calmed her down. Like it's not going to be I'm paralyzed forever or anything like that. She's like she'll actually be fine. Yeah, that calmed Sibel down.
Okay, good. And I guess Kim picks up his stuff and goes to go lock it up again.
Yeah. So I think Fleece has just been sort of silently watching. Fleece and I think what was her other second in command? Mash. They've just been silently watching, and as this is happening, and as you like leave, you open the door. It's Mercer's like right there in front of it, and he lets you by, and then Grigsby, you're still there as well.
Yeah, trying to look nonchalant.
Yeah. I think
Kim, acknowledges Fleece, but like just completely ignores Grigsby.
Okay. Grigsby, yeah, you see Kim walk like away down to you're probably in like an upper section of the oil rig, and so you see him walk towards the nearest set of stairs down to the next level below where you guys came from. And Mercer's like, "Go on now, Grigsby. Ain't nothing left for you here. It's cold."
Yeah, I think he just like nods at Mercer and says, "I'll do what I can for your injured shepherd. Keep an ear out on the radio," and he walks away.
Okay.
I think he follows Kim.
Kim, where do you go?
I said I'm going to my snowmobile to lock up my box.
All right. Are you keeping an eye out for Grigsby or anything? Is there any reason that Grigsby would have to like try to stay hidden explicitly?
No.
Or are you sort of lost in thought?
It's not that so much that it's lost in thought, but like
you said you just saved a person for real, so I wasn't sure he might be.
Yeah, I don't think he feels like he's in danger. I feel like he feels this compound is secure, and he's been helping the people here, and just like how people normally act.
All right.
Unless they know that there's danger or there's some reason for them to be startled, they're not likely to attack him.
Okay. You arrive back at your snowmobile, and I think you see that, like, first thing you notice, of course, is that it is, you open it up, and it's obvious someone's been through here. Nothing's missing, but everything is disorganized and in a huge mess.
So they got inside my lockbox?
Yeah, they didn't take anything, but it looks like they were, like, maybe they were looking for something, or maybe they were trying to, like, I don't know, but someone was here while you were gone. Mm-hmm. And they you notice that immediately, of course, because I'm sure everything is like perfectly stocked and it's totally put back haphazardly.
Like I have diagrams that tell me how to play the Tetris game with all the boxes.
Yeah, exactly. Like place this here, place this here, place this here. Yeah, it's a mess.
Now, did I remember to lock it when I left?
I think you did.
Okay. All right.
I think that if it was like a padlock or something, the lock has been broken in some way.
Okay, that makes sense. I can't lock it again.
There's not a key. Yeah, it's not a key or anything. I think it's been broken open.
So I think Kev's just looking at and scratching his head like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, and Grigsby, you're just sort of in the background, looking.
I think Grigsby actually walks up and wants to talk to Kim. I think you just hear like behind you as you're like looking at all your stuff in disarray.
Kim turns around and is like, "Is Grigsby?" Like immediately, because he's already frowning though, so maybe you don't know. He's not comforted.
Like outwardly, you're very, you're portraying that. Like, can Grigsby see that you're not very receptive to him being there?
Right. Yes.
Okay. So Grigsby like puts up his hands. He's like, "Calm down. I don't know what I did that you're not a fan of. I'm sure there's a long list. I tend to have that effect on people. I just wanted to say good work with the shepherd up there. I might come down hard on the establishment around here when they don't do the right things, but I don't want to see anybody end up like that, and it's a good thing you did."
I think like Kim like offers his hand to shake Grigsby's.
Yeah, I think Grigsby definitely returns the shake, and he leans in close. He's like, "That thing you did with the needles, I've never seen anything like that before. Now, I'm not going to say anything to anybody about it, but you need to know, I mean, I know you're new here. The Flockmaster tends to look at people as resources, and when they do something that other people can't, they become a commodity. You might be running into a little bit of trouble with that one. She'll force you to do whatever she needs you to do."
You all gotta force each other to do what it takes to survive. I appreciate the warning. You're a dangerous man to be a friend of.
I just tell the truth. Whether that truth makes people angry or not, that's not my problem. If they didn't want people knowing things, they shouldn't do it.
All you've seen is me helping people. And as long as I'm here, I aim to keep it.
I'm glad you're around, Kim. You're definitely better than the last one. What was the last guy's name? Do we have a name for him? Did we name him?
All I have written down is the old medic.
Okay. I just call him Doc.
Call him Dog Meat.
Dog Meat. Dog Meat. Yeah, he got that name because of how good he was.
Yeah.
Everybody he treated, we just.
He was the most loyal, friendly.
Is that his actual name? Like.
Yeah.
Okay. Dog Meat.
He was an actual dog.
No, that's just what that's what his patients ended up as after he was done with them.
Joke that's how he healed people. Really knows. Yeah. No one's ever seen a dog in 30 years.
Right.
So.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. So I think Grigsby just like claps Kim on the shoulder and says, "If you need anything, my listeners are always willing to pitch in. They're a good lot, and if I ask them to, they'll normally do something."
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. I think let's end it with Whisk.
Woo!
You've been waiting at the wood stove for some time.
I wouldn't say waiting.
Kettle,
you've been busy.
Yeah, but as you're, I think you're closing up for the night, and you realize Kettle never came back. In fact, even as players, you may have noticed, there was no hide nor hair of her, despite you turning right around and going the other way. She's, yeah, she never reported back.
Alright.
I think we might end it with that, if that is good. It's only 10 minutes to go and then end of session stuff.
Well, does this count as me working a gig?
Nope, working a gig is separate.
Okay.
Am I
you
have to actually
paid? Like your NPC 7 getting paid?
I don't ask for it, and you kind of failed that. She, in fact, said you would have to get paid to get reimbursed. Like, you weren't getting reimbursed,
said that
basically.
I'm getting paid already. Why are you?
She meant you're getting paid for your regular, like, healing jobs, which is sort of a background thing.
So next time I'll try and work again.
Yeah. Let's go through Hex. And how are high advances doing? We didn't have a ton of moves done.
Oh.
I don't think.
I believe I got
things go.
I believe I got 2. I'll check in a second. I'm just.
I got 1.
I got 3. Dang, cool.
Yeah, you can totally just go through the roll archives.
Yep.
See what was rolled. Except that cool wasn't rolled, because that cool, I don't think it was. I think that was a test.
No one marked cool anyway.
It was very
hot.
I know it was cool.
If it was mine, then
I got 3.
Yeah, the first roll.
Yeah, that was a misfire.
I had a hot and 2 weird.
Nice. Yeah, augury is an interesting thing. No one's opened their brain yet, so we haven't seen the maelstrom from that side. Augury is very much sort of a more scientific type of, unless you're a hocus, but it's a more controlled version of tapping into the maelstrom. Not when you open your brain, though. That's letting the maelstrom into you on its terms.
Yeah, that's for other people. I like the part where it says
that's for other people.
If you fail the augury, the antenna takes the brunt. That was like, yes.
Yep.
I'm into that.
Well, you could be. I would have wanted to know how that would turn out if you electrocuted to death, and it would have been to death. Fifi in front of everyone in that room.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
Very. The answer is very. But didn't happen, so that's good.
Yeah.
All right. So Hex. At the end of each session, I will double check, but I believe each of you name someone who knows you better than they did at the start of the session.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I guess Grigsby knows me.
He did see you heal a person. That's definitely true.
I was going to say Whisk, but we didn't actually have any.
Oddly enough, no. You were right next to each other,
stuff at the
but
end.
not directly.
I'm pretty sure it's.
Man, Bean is a dick.
Bean is a dick.
Did you see the picture I found for him? Like that is the perfect picture.
Yes. Who's next? Who knows who better? Who knows? Let's say Whisk. Who knows you better?
Maybe Grigsby. We had some talks. We gotta see how the other acted in kind of a tense situation.
Yeah. Why? Am I increasing Hex with this when they say that?
No, they increase Hex with you, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that what the hell works?
It's. I'll double check, but I believe I could be totally wrong on that.
Because you ran after it. I told someone to run after it.
So I think I was mixing it up, but I'll double check. It's at the end of the session, I think. Order changing highlighted stats. Is it not in here? I think we might have to go looking into the actual book.
Let me see what I got here.
Session end. Here we go. Choose a character who knows you better than they used to. If there's more than one, tell that player to add +1. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were adding +1 with all of us.
2 and 3. Yeah. All right. And at 4 it resets, right?
At 4, it resets and you gain XP. It resets to +1. And then, lastly, Grigsby. Better. Talk to both of them.
Yeah, I think probably Kim, because we had never actually talked before. Kim has like avoided me. Like
Kim assumes that you like have it out for him or something, but in this you expressed your like respect for him. So,
like at least I know that he's not out to get me, like out to uncover all my secrets. But like it's still in his mind that Grigsby's going to go on the air tomorrow and tell them.
Yeah, and there was that slight jab of, if you don't want people knowing what you do, don't do stuff that shouldn't be known.
Yep.
And I am also kind of curious, Grigsby. You saw the whole. I don't know. It's up to you if you want to talk about the augury thing on the air. If you go into that much detail, because you saw that there was some sort of like wolf bear like creature.
Yeah. I told Kim that I'm not gonna out that kind of thing because it can be used in bad ways.
True. Fleece was there in the room though, so she saw it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, Fleece is gonna come to you and make you do that.
You want to make yourself needed, yeah.
That's not that I want to make myself needed. I want an understanding that they drag me into political or bullshit like that, where I don't want the truth to come out, there's going to be a problem.
All right. Well, that was the first session of Apocalypse World.
Nice.
Lots and lots of stuff.
Pretty fun.
What have I got?
We gonna wait for a full session before we do lifestyle stuff, or are we gonna be?
I forgot to this session. It was going to be next session.
So I paid
at the start of each session, and it said in the book explicitly, including first session. So I forgot to mention that. I didn't. We don't have to retroactively do it if you don't want to.
Oh. Okay.
But if Golden already did, yeah.
I mean, I'm solid anyway.
See, I'm not. That's the thing.
You're fine. You don't have any barter?
I have one barter, but I need 2 to maintain. Because I need one for myself and one for my studio.
I can hook you up.
Is that true? I haven't... Because it said it's included in the first one. I'm surprised. Unless you're meant... Like, I guess the news must be meant to start, like, not very good.
You're meant
because...
to spend your barter at the start of the first session and not work a gig.
Yeah. How come you need to spend 2 specifically? Is your lifestyle? Oh, +1 for your studio.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I can hook you up.
If you need jingle during a session.
Yeah, I can broker trade deals, conduct a drive for support.
Okay. So let's not do it this session, but we're going to do it beginning of next session. So stuff's going to be happening. Someone's going to have to take care of you, or you'll be out in the streets. But we have a week to figure that out. So any of you watching, thank you for watching.
Next week will be the week of gigs.
I do want to mention that you are, your informant is someone who makes it their business to make sure people are up off the street. So you won't be that bad off.
Yeah. Like the Maestro D, you don't really, if your place is in good hands, then you don't have to pay your own. And so any barter you make, you could use for others.
Yeah. And I feel on me right now, so if you just want one.
All right.
I'm curious, what kind of gear do you guys have? Because we never went over that, even at the beginning.
Oh, Grigsby's got
you have weapons, I'm sure.
Yeah, Grigsby's got a silenced 9mm. And just a heavy coat that's 1 armor.
Like the one in the picture.
Yeah.
Nice. What about the rest of you guys?
I just have a fucking knife in the clothes. 1 armor.
Got the Angel Kit, 2 barter. I took a 38 revolver, which I'm not sure why I would take that, but seems like just straight up worse than the 9mm. But I like the look better. And then I have fashion suitable to my look, which I assume is survival gear. Including at your option, a piece worth 1. So
that could be just like heavy leather or something. Like
I actually want it to be like a translucent shield that I could put on my arm.
Sure, but outside of this, you can totally do that. But outside of that shield, if someone's like holding it like a gun to your chest, you'd have no armor fictionally. Okay.
Like
cool.
I think it's more cool to be Reinhardt. Not Reinhardt.
Well, I mean, you say that, but Reinhardt is also head to toe covered in plate.
Reinhardt is literally like 3 armor.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I can't be completely Reinhardt, but just a little bit like that.
And you can work your way up. You know, you can buy or barter for better shit.
You can barter. You can find,
Maybe
work
we'll
your game.
find Griefheart somewhere.
That is one thing. The Angel is a money maker.
Yeah.
Everyone always needs an Angel.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the first session. I'm going to do what the game says, and it says wait a day or 2 until you actually start prepping and to let it all sink in. So.
Nice.
I'm going to do that. There's so much stuff here. 3.5 pages of delicious NPCs and threats and possible threats. Yeah.
Disappearances.
People are disappearing.
Barrisgarns.
Ship chart has begun.
Yep.
Yeah, we're probably gonna. Someone should draw up a web for all of these NPCs.
Well, I'll put together a list, just to hand out, like, these are the NPCs we have right now, and I'll cross out their names from the NPC list that we have, so we don't double name, stuff like that. I'll do that in between. Yeah.
You have a name for the Ravenous Snow Beast?
Not right now. Nope. I had ideas for that type of thing, but I wasn't sure. The word in my head was wolf in sheep's clothing, and I wasn't sure if it was literal wolf or a shepherd, and it looks like it's both with the 2 things that are going on.
Nice.
It's a slush puppy.
Yeah. It turns out it's actually like this big. It's like cute and barks really high pitched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something is feeding on the sheeps. And we'll have to wait until Fifi wakes up to ask her about it. Because you just got an image. Alright. Well, I'm going to go. Thank you. If we're still live, thank you everyone for watching the first episode.
Yeah.
Catch us all next week, and we will continue to freeze in this post-apocalyptic Evercold.
Nice.
It's going to be pretty cool. Bad pun out.
That was the low.